Hey, this is Terrence from Radical Marketing. Today, I want to talk about 4 marketing trends for coaches that we're keeping a close eye on in 2023. Because, as you know, you guys who have been following us for any time, this is what we specialize in. We do marketing for coaches all around the world. And we know what's happening out there in the marketplace because we are spending literally millions of dollars every single year on various ad platforms, and we do marketing or for coaches, like to for product launches and all this other stuff, and that's what we do 24/7. So I guess we are seeing some of things that we're observing here that I just want to share with you today. And if you're a coach, you this is probably very important to you if you're doing marketing. So let me share these 4 trends that we're seeing, and I think it's worth keeping an eye on if you, especially if you're a coach, but even for any other service providers, this is going to be super important for you as well. So let's get into it. The first trend I see is artificial intelligence will continue to rise in 2023. Already, you look at Facebook, you look at Google, they are creating all this incredible stuff that they are launching very very soon. Like, for example, last just this year, 2022, as I'm making this, Google launched Google Performance Max, which is a new form of artificial intelligence, in that they are looking at all of Google's assets and looking at all your marketing assets and tailoring it automatically for various platforms, whether on YouTube, Google Search, Google Display Network, and helping you to get the most cost effective results that way. And you don't, basically all you have to do is upload all the assets and they will do all the stuff for you, right? And I'm hearing in the pipeline that Facebook is creating, basically you just have to upload your like landing page and a few other things, and Facebook is going to help you to create like images, videos that are fully AI generated, that they believe will work on the platform, right? And that's super powerful when you think about it. I mean, you're basically replacing a lot of the grunt work that marketing agencies actually do, and you can, to a certain extent, do it yourself. Of course, I'm kind of saying it's like kind of like it. You think it might put us out of business, but not really, because it helps us do less of the grunt work as a marketing agency and start thinking of how we can strategize for our client's business on a high level, which is great, because then we don't have to do so much of the grunt work as to making sure little things are done properly, because yeah, Facebook and Google will do that for us, which is great. And for you, if you're running your own ads, that's a great thing too. If you are able to tap into these various AI platforms that, in the platform itself with Google, Facebook, etc., right? Meta, I should say, that is going to be super powerful. So this is something to really keep an eye on. And even with various softwares in artificial intelligence software that can help you generate content, like for example Jasper AI, we use that to generate ideas, not necessarily write the copy itself, because it's still a little bit off, but it really helps us to generate new content pretty fast, which is great. And that's something to look into as well. And even like AI in terms of generating images, there are various softwares right now that you can actually plug in certain keywords and tell it what to generate. You don't have to be a graphic designer, and it actually generates these images for you based on what you tell it, which is pretty cool and pretty amazing, right? Maybe that might put a few graphic designers out of work, I don't know. But right now it's not to that extent yet. I think it'll probably take a year or so to come to that level where you don't actually need a graphic designer. But I don't know. But that's the thing. You just need to keep ahead and abreast of what's happening in this sphere of artificial intelligence. So absolutely critical to keep track of this trend. Second trend is TikTok, the rise of TikTok. If you're not advertising on TikTok yet, you need to start dipping your toes in the water, right? If you're running any sort of paid advertisement and you're not touching TikTok yet, ads yet, This is something you really need to tap into. We've been doing it for the past 2 years already, and we've seen the platform evolve, and it's becoming easier and easier, and it's becoming more and more powerful to get good quality leads, right? When we first started, I remember almost 2 years ago on TikTok ads, the lead quality was actually pretty bad at that time, and it was super cheap, but the lead quality was kind of bad, to be honest. But now we're seeing the quality of the leads actually improving, and to the level where it's in some niches. I wouldn't say all niches. The quality of the leads are actually quite similar to what we're getting on Facebook. So yeah, it's something definitely to keep an eye on and really look at, how you can tap into. If you're not dipping your toes into this yet, really get into it, because this is it's something your competitors must be doing already. All right. So that's the second trend. Really look into TikTok because it's growing massively as well. The third thing is I think is branding. Now you might be surprised that I say this, but I think as we enter 2023, there is a very good chance we're going to go into recession, as many people say. And in a recession, it's not that people completely stop spending money, but they are going to be more discerning as to how they spend money, right? And if you are a coach that offers the same thing that everybody else is offering, that it could be a problem, because then people are like saying, well, what's the difference between you and the rest? So you really not need to start looking at brand, like, what do you stand for? This is absolutely critical for us in our agency ourselves. One of the key things we're going to do is actually we are going to do write a book that is for coaches to do marketing online, right? So that's number one, to help us establish that brand as an authority. Thank you so much for watching our video. Just a quick interruption to remind you, if you are watching this on YouTube, to like and subscribe and check out all our other videos on the channel. And if you're checking out this video on our blog post, make sure you check out all the other blog posts on our website. So thank you so much, and back to the rest of the video. And the second thing we're going to do is that we are actually going to do consistent press releases and also get into social media more. Now, before we did all that, a very important thing is to figure out our brand voice. So what is our brand voice? And there is this very good book that I would highly recommend. It's called Fascinate. I can't remember the author right now, but just Google it. It's called Fascinate. I think it's by, I'm not, yeah, can't remember the name of the author right now. I should have had that ready. But yeah, Google Fascinate. And yeah, that is a very, very good. They actually have a quiz online that you can take, and they will tell you what type of brand you are and how you can actually build that brand. And just because you're a small coach doesn't mean you can't have a brand. In fact, I think it's absolutely critical that you start figuring what your brand voice is right now, because as we go into a recession, you're gonna find it's gonna be more competitive. People are going to spend less, but if you have the right brand that helps you to stand out, and people that identify with that brand come to you, that's where you can really start building that following and building a business really strongly. So highly recommend to look into your brand. Just because you're a small business, small coach, doesn't mean that you shouldn't be looking at branding. Okay. So absolutely look into that. And the fourth thing I believe is absolutely critical in the coming year, to start nurturing your tribe, right? I see so many coaches, even ones we work with, that do not produce content for their tribe, right? Their email list is not nurtured. The social media is not actually active. And that's not very good in a situation moving forward, because I think, yeah, as ads become more and more expensive, and as the marketplace becomes more and more crowded, and as people spend less money moving forward, I think it's critical that you start nurturing and building your own tribe, right? Because eventually you can have a business where you have a huge loyal following of tribe members that just generate referrals to you, that give you repeat business, that buy every product launch that you have, and that's going to be super powerful for your business. Don't just treat that asset like a gold mine that whenever you need some money you go digging and send out an email blast. Shouldn't be like that. You should be treating them as like, all right, how do I build fans, how do I build loyal following, right? And whether that's using your email list, which I think is absolutely a must do, or a Facebook group or your social media, whatever it is, you need to start looking at building your tribe. That is going to be critical for you. And, just this piece of doing this is going to help you to just, overcome or any recessionary pressures and all that. Because if you have a tribe supporting you, they are not going to let you go down. So yeah, those are my 4 predictions for 2023, where it's going to be super important to keep an eye on these 4 things. And we are doing it ourselves as well. And we're doing it for our clients, making sure that, they are abreast of these 4 trends. Yeah, so I hope that was useful to you if you're a coach or a speaker, or even if you run any business. I think this is absolutely critical to keep track of. So I hope that was useful. And if you need any assistance, with your marketing whatsoever, feel free to reach out to us for chat. And if you want to discuss any of these in further detail, happy to have a chat too. So thanks so much for your time for watching. And please, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, leave your comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.